Who loves a gift guide? I have some great ideas of Montessori activity-led games that you can buy this Christmas for your kids that are a bit older, like 6 to 12-year-olds. There's a lot out there for little ones, but yeah, I wanted to take this to a little bit older and share with you the stuff I have started to get for mine. So I'm sure you've heard the phrase Montessori, and maybe like me you're a bit like, oh, but if I don't go to a Montessori nursery and I don't really do the whole thing, like the whole thing, I can't do a little bit of it. You can, like activities really, what Montessori toys are toys that spark activities that fit with the methods of Montessori education, which is all about really learning through play. It's about toys being really simple so that you have to use your imagination and your creativity and kind of spark that interest rather than being kind of just super flashy and all out there and kind of complicated. It's as much natural materials as possible, so it's very sensory. So we kind of love it as well as grown-ups. I think it's kind of like an aesthetic thing, isn't it? I think you really can get into loving this type of activity. The Montessori activity is normally very practical, so it gives you something to do, like kind of has a beginning and an end, but it also can be played as multifunctional, so you can do it in lots of different ways and play again and again, and that's why it's such a good gift, because it's going to last. It's not just based on the latest craze or the latest thing they're into on the telly. So a good mixture of things. And as much as we care about sparking our creativity and helping our kids to learn, it's so important that we do this for ourselves. And I really think that we forget about ourselves when it comes to this sort of learning through play and learning through passion and being creative. And that's why I'm so thrilled that I have another offer for you for Skillshare. I'm obsessed with Skillshare. I think it is such a wonderful place. It's an online learning platform with literally thousands of creative courses for adults, and you can go in there and learn so much. You can do very like lovely well-being wholesome things like self-care playbook that I've done. You can really unlock your creativity with lots and lots of creative courses, things around pottery, illustration. So I'm doing the course on iPhone photography and how to take pro photos on your phone, which is what I really want to be able to do for social media as well, or if you have a small business to really up your photo game. The presenter is Dale McManus, and he shows you all things to do with how to literally set up your phone, how all these little features and functions, like how to tap so that the main object stays in focus and the back goes blurry, or the other way around, and I never knew how to do that. So I'm really thrilled about that. And then just little like vantage point tips, so like standing above the kids and taking a picture down, or sort of crouching down and taking a picture up, and how you can really play around with where you stand and where to position the children, or right in the middle looking at the camera, say cheese, doesn't get the best photos. And then how to edit your pictures. Look at these pictures that I edited using the free program Lightroom, which he teaches you how to use. So I've absolutely loved this course, but as I said, there are so many more, and I really believe this winter, when you're at home, don't just sit down in the evening, don't just put all your effort into your kids, really put some time into unlocking your own creative skills and your own creative passions. So the first thousands of you to click on the link down in my description box will get a whole month free of Skillshare. So click now after this video, get involved, and I will see you over there. So story cubes. So really they're story dies. You can get so many different versions of these. I will link this one from Amazon, and they're loads of fun. You literally throw the dice and you have to come up with a story based around the items that your dice show. So if your kids are really struggling with creativity, it's kind of a fun prompt. My kids just absolutely love coming up with stories, and it's such a simple idea.
Bridge and a question mark. So it's a detective, okay? And there's apparently been a crime committed under a bridge.
Inside a tower. But there was a house next to it. And that was his neighbour.
What I love about it is it so sparks their creativity, and the stories can be endless. You can keep going over them. They were making themselves laugh. They were just enjoying being the storyteller, having a bit of the spotlight on them. It's just a really brilliant activity for all ages. So the other thing I got is these pattern blocks. So it's really simple. There's 155 pieces though, so you can play with it kind of endlessly for hours. And it has little ideas of little animals you can make or shapes you can make, so you can copy it. Really good for their fine motor skills, really good for just that sort of flow activity where you can do it without putting so much thought into it. And I love an activity like that. You can have like an audio book on and just be kind of making these patterns and go as big or as small as you like. And one of your favourite things was this girl anatomy puzzle, What did you learn when you were making it?
That you can't go any forward than your bones.
You can't, it's just the ends of the bones. There's boy versions as well. I should have got one of each. Then we were talking about the differences, which was a really good conversation to have. You want to go and do that, go do that in the lab then. So Finn's actually learning about anatomy now, and he's in year 4, so I did buy it with him in mind as well to play with. But Evelyn has absolutely loved it, and you can use it to have so many good conversations about which parts of your body goes, if you're feeling unwell, what's hurting, where is it hurting, if a family member is sick, to explain what's happening inside their body, how to stay safe and everything like that. So we had quite a good little chat, didn't we, doing that puzzle? Have you done it already? You finished it already?
It's already at the bone.
Oh, it's on the bones. You want me to come and help you put them back together? Do you want to be the doctor? And I can be, who shall I be? Shall I be
The nurse.
the nurse?
Who helps me.
Who helps you? Okay, 2 seconds, I'll come along. So top gift, a gift from my sister for the kids, for their bedroom, is this Swedish ladder. So I know you may not have enough space for this entire Swedish ladder, but it was from Facebook Marketplace. I think it was only just over £100, and then I had to pay for somebody to put it up. So good to get them moving. So I know often you'll see really small things for kids. You know, my kids have the little mini triangle things, and it's like they quite quickly outgrow. So I was so chuffed to find a bigger structure. Freddie's 12, and he's like, I'm going to do like my workout on it tonight. But there's other things you can get for really simple around the house, like this punch bag has been incredible. I mentioned it on maybe a gentle parenting video about when they're feeling anger, got a big feeling. You can literally go out and punch the punch bag, and they've been doing it, and it has literally kept them really busy and outside for ages. We have a little swing that we've just hung on our pergola, so you can hang things like that. And then the absolutely amazing wobble board. I think I featured this in my last 3 years of Christmas gift guides, because we still use it all the time for kids who can't stay still. If we're playing a board game, Finn likes to be on it wobbling or watching a movie, and there's so much you can do with these wobble boards. And I remember umming and ahhing about buying it because it was quite pricey, and I'm so thankful that I've got it. It like never gets old. We play with it all the time, and there's a bigger one, so I think actually I'm going to invest in the bigger one now that the kids are older, but I would keep that one as well because it's absolutely fine. But there's a big one maybe for Freddie. Telling you about the wobble board and your swing and your punch bag and your Swedish ladder. Do you like the thing that's up in Finn's room with the slide? What's your favourite thing to do on it?
And there is the hanging.
Yeah, you're really good at that, aren't you? Oh, this book is called A Year in Fleurville, and it is so beautiful. This is going to be, oh my goodness. Oh, I think you're getting a cold. This book is so beautiful. I'm going to be buying this for all your friends' gifts. It is recipes from balconies, rooftops and gardens, and the illustrations are absolutely stunning. The asparagus. Oh, you're going to go for it. You can try it. It's just raw, it won't be so nice. Yeah, so this is a gorgeous book with all the recipes, and just a beautiful one that it's all seasonal. You can learn about the seeds, all the different people, where they live, how to grow plants and vegetables, and then actually make something yourself as well. Raw asparagus, not that good, is it? No. And the last thing I was going to show you is this play tray. So this again is a tiny bit more pricey. It's £50, but it is so well made. If you have a small space and you want to play around with like a tough tray or something like that, or messy play, it really works because it can be a little round table. Then you take it off and you have all of the little inserts which you can use to make themed play. You can put all your different messy playing grains in it, and then you can put water or anything at the bottom. And on her Instagram she has all the different themed ways of playing with it, so it's absolutely lovely. We did the ice animals this summertime outside in the garden. We've done all the different coloured dye outside in the garden as well. Then you can put in like shaving foam and stuff like that, and it's just a really beautiful thing. I think when you've got something like that, it really inspires you as well. So those are my 6 Montessori kids activities and toys for this Christmas. I hope you enjoyed it. I will link below the last one I did, which was a few years ago for younger kids. And do get involved with Skillshare. Use my code to get a whole month free with the first 1,000 people who click it, and you will find your own creative spark and follow your own learning journey over there, and take some really cute pics of the kid for the grandparents. Always a win-win as a present. And I'll see you on my next video. Bye guys.